So we just about finished the install on the BMW 1M coupe with the new manifold. I can't really rev it right now because I still got the PR coils on the car. I don't have a tune on the car as well, but a little bit. Success! Turbo is spooling up nice. The gaskets are there. I don't think the car will hold idle, but okay, so that's a clutch making a noise, triple pack clutch. But I'll just give you guys an indication of how she's looking. So as you can see, the coils are still not right. Turbo is spooling crazy. Gotta check the engine mounts on this car. Okay, engine mount is not tight. But so far no codes, everything is sort of plumbed, which we need to extend some of the wires. She's spinning beautifully, eh? She's spinning beautifully. Hey Kelvin, what do you think? Huh?
Nice.
Huh? It's nice. You were the first one on this one here. Remember you did the manifold. She's dying because obviously we either don't have fuel in the car or something. Yeah, a boost controller is going in next. But let's get Kelvin. Back in the day, you know, when you used to work on my cars, when I didn't have a shop and I didn't have all of that, they used to work on the car. Same car, huh?
After the race, any race, after race, I have to go.
You have to come. You have to go under this car. Yeah. So yeah,
happy this car started.
I'm glad this car started as well. So what we have here is we still have to put this, what's it, a thermal zero exhaust turbo guard on there. We need to extend some of the wires, we need to put some of the bolts there, engine mounts need to go in. Yeah, a lot of stuff still needs to go in. So the wastegates still need to be plumbed. We have the new intake manifold, the intake, what's this here? Charge pipe there. We need to mount the precision race coils, but nonetheless, all of the small little things on the car is slowly but surely getting done. And now over to the main attraction of today's show. So the E30 M3 is getting prepared. We have Timothy preparing the car. We got Chris here also panel beating. And then we got Sipo busy sanding the car down. What the guys are busy doing is they're just flattening it now with some 320 grit. Sipo, are you using 320 or what are you using?
Huh?
What grit you using now?
Machine.
Yeah, what's a pad?
It's 320.
320, so he's busy with 320 now on the car, flattening all the panels. You guys can see some of the fiberglass body filler going on the side sills there. That is just to get everything equilaterally looking exceptionally clean. So the lines on the E30 M3 is what distinguishes the car from any other E30. So we need to get the lines perfect before we can even proceed with regards to doing anything else. So Timothy and Chris, they're busy aligning, they're busy checking out what's going on, where the gaps are wrong, and they're busy filling those gaps up while Sipo is preparing the car and getting the car ready for primer. We still got a little bit of body work to do on the inside of the engine bay here, but yeah, nonetheless, it's gonna be taking place shortly. So the guys are busy hinging the doors up where the body filler has been cracked. They're busy fixing those up there. You guys can see the new subframe is in. We sprayed it white. We have the new steering rack as well. We have some of the new camber plates on the top is in on the car itself, as well as the rear suspension. As the guys are going along, I'll take you guys on this journey and video as much as possible. So the guys have pretty much laid a layer of primer on the car itself. Pretty happy with the results. The lines are showing a lot more now on the car. So a couple of issues we did encounter is that on the bonnet itself, and I'll take you guys through the bonnet, as well as on the doors itself, there was a couple of issues that we needed to rectify. That's how come the car is not fully primed. So the only things left to be primed is the bonnet as well as the boot, and the spoiler needs to be primered. Other than that, the car is pretty much done. So you can have a look and see. So we haven't yet flatted the car once the primer has been put onto on the car itself. We still have to flat it down, sort out areas like this here as well as here at the back. We try to get it as close as possible to OEM, and this is as close as possible we could have got it with these body lines here. And then the same on this side here. This will need to be rectified, and we need to sort out here to see if we can close it up or make it a little bit neater on this side here. So the rear bumper still needs to be done, as well as the boot lid, as well as the boot spoiler itself. But here on the actual bonnet itself, when we started flattening it, and so initially I got this bonnet, and this bonnet was pre-primered, and they said it was fixed and that there. But you can have a look at the circles here, and you can have a look at it there. There's some major dents and waves that's actually on this bonnet. So if you feel, you can feel the waves, you can feel it on the bonnet itself. So yeah, we're gonna have to take this down to bare metal again before we continue any further. On the doors itself, where we found some issues was the body filler was starting to crack, so it wasn't applied properly. So again, we took it down to bare metal again, and then we laid another layer of primer on here. You can see we sprayed very cold at night because you can see the runs of the primer, but this here will all come out once we start sanding and flattening. So that's not really a problem. Again, on this door itself, we encountered pretty much the exact same problems as we did on the other door with the body filler cracking, but you can see the body lines are looking nice and clean, and those body lines are going to match up with those body lines on there as well. So what's next here is we're going to start tackling the engine bay, clean up the engine bay. I already started taking off the heat shielding at the back of the engine bay because those were looking pathetic. I started cleaning up on the inside of the car itself. You know, all of the insulation and things like that, they're taking it out. But now what we're going to do is we're going to put some the roll cage in. We're going to see how it's going to look, how it's going to test fit. We're busy test fitting the gearbox, the seat positioning and things like that there, so that once that is all done, we'll be able to move forward from there and actually see how things are going to play out, where we need to drill and so forth. So I hope you guys enjoyed this particular update. The next update will be on the 1M coupe. We've done a lot of work on that one there, but that's only going to take place in, I would say, a couple of days time, because we have so much of work to complete. But taking into its full beauty, and yeah, this guy is looking pretty much absolutely clean as possible. So to address the elephant in the room, I saw a post on I don't know, I can't remember where it was. I think it was SA Beamer or something like that, where these guys posted an original E30 M3, and they said not a body kit. So yeah, nonetheless, you know, in all honesty, I think this is an expensive project. So it's like building Lego. So I understand it's not an original E30 M3, but where's the fun in that? I could have bought two E30 M3s with the amount of money that I've spent on these two, building it by myself. But the amount of joy that I got in actually building these cars, the amount of satisfaction choosing the color of my interior, choosing X, Y, and Z, how I wanted to build it, build one as a race car, build one as a track car, and build the other as like a complete replica. That's where the fun actually exists. So it's not going out there and just buying one and saying, oh, I have one, but actually saying I own the one that I want to build, and I own it in a manner in which I want it to be. Not how somebody spec'd it from 1980s, or not how it came from factory but 1980s, but how I want it to be. Modern suspension, modern engines, and so forth. So that's the elephant in the room. Yeah, I could have gone and bought myself an E30 M3, but where's the fun in that? But nonetheless, guys, till we meet again. Peace.